Hello, everyone. Welcome to Trader Help 101. My name is Alexander, and I am your stock trader coach. And today we're going to be talking about what does trading mean to you. That's the subject that we're going to discuss. And all the content that I produce is to help you acquire the proper mindset when you're trading. Because you can learn the charts, you can gain the knowledge, but once you're put in certain situations while you're trading a live market, before, during, and after, having the incorrect mindset is going to cause you to make errors. And errors in the stock market cost money. And if your mindset is really in the wrong area and focused on the wrong things, then the errors are going to be big and the losses are going to be big. So today, let's dive into this topic of what does trading mean to you. And it is different for everybody because everybody has a different financial and unique situation. And on top of that, every single person as a trader is unique in their makeup, in their perspective, and their relationship to money. And trading will dictate how you interact with all of them, with all those subjects that we're going to talk about that go into what does trading mean to you. So one thing that's definitely at the forefront of what does trading mean to you is a vehicle or an instrument to make you money. That's the end goal. But what we start to realize very fast is that trading is a little bit more than just making money. And a lot of the emotions that we have a relationship with money start coming out. So how we view money, how we interact with money, how we treat money, all these things are going to start coming out in your trading. And you're going to have to really understand that if you have the improper mindset, relationship, view, and perspective about money, it's causing you to hinder your progress and hinder your performance while you're trading. And you're probably losing money because of it on a very frequent basis. So when we get into trading, the ego kind of gets involved in the fact that we want trading to be very important in our lives. We start looking towards trading in the stock market as a savior to giving us a significance and an importance in our lives as a person. Stock trading gives us value. Stock trading makes us feel important that we're doing something new. We're chasing a new endeavor, that we're growing as individuals, as people, because now we're learning something new and the potential is great. You can make a lot of money if you get this trading activity right. So you're excited, you're hopeful, and you're very eager to start trading, and you're very determined to learn how to stock trade. And this is a good starting point. But what we don't focus on is the mindset that you have now before you start trading is not the mindset that you need to be a successful trader. So therefore, learning all the strategies and the candlesticks and the charts and the news and upgrades and downgrades and earnings and a lot of other things that are important to trading mechanically are not as important as having the proper mindset and the proper process and approach to trading when you're going to trade before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. So when we talk about what does trading mean to you, you'll start understanding and you'll start seeing that your self-awareness will start to come out more, and you'll start asking yourself questions like, why am I so fearful right now that I'm about to place this trade? Or why do I freeze? Or why can't I make the right decision on a consistent basis? Why does the market seem to do things I can't understand or I can't control emotionally? Whether it's fear, greed, whether it's fear of being wrong, fear of losing money, fear of the unknown, because you don't know the outcome of the trade you're about to place. Therefore, you have to become comfortable with uncertainty. You're also probably going to have to become very comfortable with making decisions, very fast decisions, with not having all the information. So if you're a person that needs a lot of information to make a decision, sometimes in trading you will see that you have to make decisions and you may not have all the information in front of you readily available, or you haven't done the research to make that decision, and therefore you might freeze, be fearful. Also, trading can be very embarrassing because you're going to be losing money for a long time until you actually get it right, because you don't just get into trading and become a trader. It takes a lot of screen time and it takes a lot of trades to start understanding certain nuances about trading in general. Entering, exiting, taking losses, taking profits. But there's a higher level of participation that you will start doing with your trading activity, and that's your higher self-awareness of how you interact with money while you're placing all these trades. How do you feel? Do you feel regret after certain trades? Do you feel anger, frustration? Do you feel defeated? Do you feel like quitting? Do you feel embarrassed? Do you feel that you can't do this? This is too difficult, or it looks easy, or it feels like you're the only one losing money and everybody else is making money. 90% of traders lose, and they do not lose more so because of the lack of information. If you watch enough YouTube videos and read enough books, you'll get a pretty good foundation and understanding at the beginner level, or maybe even intermediate and advanced, of what trading is about, and you can learn some systems and see some people who post their profits and where they entered and exited. And this is just one area. What you don't see is the mindset of that trader and how they are able to make these decisions now that took them so many years to develop and get discipline. For example, you're about to place a trade and you start fearing. And you start fearing because you're so focused mentally about losing. And just like in life, the more you focus on something, the more it'll become reality, and it'll be in the forefront of your attention, and subconsciously it's going to become reality. You're going to make a loss. I know it sounds a little bit counterintuitive in the sense that you're trading to make money, but without the proper mindset, this is what's going to happen. And if this is happening to you, it's because your mindset has not developed to focus on the process, and now you're focusing on fear and losing money. Fear on being wrong in general, fear of the unknown. You may be fearing the fact that you're going to put a big position. Once again, wrong mentality as a trader, because there are certain rules and criteria when to put on a big position. And if you haven't developed a skill set to understand when to put on a big position, and you're just kind of winging it and being undisciplined, another characteristic of a trader that has the incorrect mindset, which is being an undisciplined trader, an undisciplined mind that makes undisciplined decisions, that can't do certain things repetitive on a consistent basis and make the same exact decision when presented with a trade or a trading decision to make the proper outcome. So you're there, you're fearing, you're not supposed to fear, but you are. Now that's the development of a trader, where you're going to have to remove that fear. That takes some time, because now you have to focus on something else. You have to focus on winning. You have to focus on making money. And if you have a hard time focusing or controlling those thoughts in general, when you start trading, these thoughts that you have as a person are going to result in a negative equity curve, and you're going to lose money. That's what the development of a trader is. And you will see very quickly that you may be able to read the charts and you may be calling a lot of trades, but you can't turn a profit because mentally you haven't developed a positive, a profitable mindset to produce and extract the profits that are there, that you see, that you call. So we go back to, what does trading mean to you? Because we get into trading and all our insecurities, a lot of our insecurities are going to start coming out in our trading, because we want trading to be a very important aspect in our lives, once again. But we fear of messing up because we have to risk money in order to progress. And risking money, sometimes for people that cannot risk the money, puts a lot of pressure on their trading, and once again brings out the negative part of trading, which is losses. So we have to also understand the type of pressures that you put on trading that shouldn't be there, because you're in a financial bind and you're looking for trading to be a side income and to increase your net worth. But it takes a lot of years to get really good at it, to be able to extract profits consistently. And once again, the ego gets involved. So you have fear, you have ego. The ego gets involved because you're very eager to tell people, hey, I'm a trader. It's a big thing, right? You see it on CNBC, you see it on newspapers, you see it everywhere. So now you're a part of something big, and it feels important, and it feels like you're doing something important. with your life, because now you're going to become a trader and it has so much potential, and now your life becomes so much potential. Right now you have just increased your personal net worth because you're pursuing something that's just very, very lucrative and that can really change your life. But 90% of traders fail. Do they all fail because they weren't determined, they weren't knowledgeable, they didn't make the correct sacrifices? No, they fail because they have the wrong mindset for trading, and either they don't learn or adjust the proper mindset for trading, don't understand that trading, you have to deal with probabilities, and the knowledge that you gain is to identify certain probabilities that the stock is going to go up or down from these prices, and that you're going to be able to profit from that. Then it gets a little deeper in the sense of time frames that you're trading, if you're a trader or an investor, and based once again on your ego and what does trading mean to you and what you want trading to be for you, you start getting into sometimes the wrong trading style. And the wrong trading style, based on your personality, time, and knowledge, and your mindset, can also incur a lot of losses. Now, being there in front of the computers and trading and being active, and that's fine, but there's an old saying: don't confuse motion with productivity and progress. You could be sitting there and it looks nice, you got your computer screens, and you're talking about getting a new computer setup, and 1 screen, 2 screens, 3 screens, 4 screens, 6 screens, and it looks so important, and you're building your business, and you're going to be a trader, and you're reading the books, but if you have the incorrect mindset, none of that is going to turn into reality. And the only reality that's going to start happening is the fact that you're going to lose a lot of money. And once again, because we need to feel secure because of a lot of the insecurities that we have, and financially all the insecurities that we may have, now we trying to remedy that with trading. And we want trading to feel important to us, so we may sit there in front of the computers and try and intraday trade, and understand that that's not the trading style that best suits you. And you continue to intraday trade when you're basically maybe a swing trader or an investor where you can hold for a few months or a few years. But you still push to be an intraday trader because you want trading to be more for you than just putting on one position or 3 positions and waiting a week or 2 weeks, because it's not as engaging. You want to feel engaged. You want to feel like you're participating in this big game, this big grand scheme of a financial institution and Wall Street in New York and all the bells and whistles. You want to be a part of that, and you feel that if you're not doing something every single day or trading as actively as you see everybody in the books and social media and on TV, that you're supposed to be in front of your computers. And at the beginning, you want that to be the reality for you, but you're not growing your account, and that's the most important thing. And as you kind of evolve from the ego and what do you want trading to be for you, and how people start viewing you, that the fact that you're trading is super, super important, because you need to understand that the only thing that matters is if your account is growing. And it doesn't matter if you trade one stock, it doesn't matter if you trade one market, Doesn't matter if you trade one style. Doesn't matter if you trade once a week, once a month, or once a year. All that matters is that your account is growing and that you're using the knowledge that you have to grow your account and grow your net worth, and take the knowledge that you have to give yourself the power and control of your finances. The end goal when you become a trader or an investor or a participant of the stock market is not to be a full-time trader, because trading and being a full-time trader is not for everyone. And what I mean by that is you could be making money, but that may not be your calling in life. You're gonna start feeling, and you have to start listening to your inner voice to say, you know what, I want to use the knowledge I've gained about the stock market as a source of empowerment to help me with my finances, but I want to do something else with my life. And being a full-time trader is not a reality for everybody, because you could be making 15-20% on your money, but that may not be enough to provide a full-time income for yourself. But you can grow your account 10, 20, 30% a year, and over a few years you can, 10, 20, 30 years, and you'll do very, very well with that. But that doesn't mean that you can, have a life, or that can be a full-time income that you can provide and pay your rent and provide for yourself and your family. So these are questions that you have to ask yourself, once again, on what does trading mean to you, and what do you want it to mean to you, and what is the reality that I can, listen to your inner voice, listen to what the reality of trading is. It's very, very difficult. A lot of traders come down this road and they don't make it. They lose a lot of money, and actually that'll be for another lesson on how does that affect you mentally, because you're going to be losing a lot of money. And once you start losing at the beginning, psychologically it's going to start growing weeds and give you the incorrect mindset. So you have to develop the right mindset for trading. You have to understand what to focus on when you're trading, and this starts at the very, very, very beginning. And this is a very important question you have to ask yourself before you get into trading, because that's going to give you a good foundation on how you will treat your trading activity and what type of respect that you have to have for the stock market, because the stock market doesn't know you and doesn't care, and will take your money in seconds. And the amount of time that it took you to save that money, years, the market is going to take it from you in seconds. It doesn't matter if that's all the money you have. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. Doesn't matter. It does not care about you if you're an amazing person and you serve the community, and that you're going to make a lot of money to help the community. Those are good intentions. But if you have the wrong mindset, when you're acquiring all this knowledge about trading and interacting with the market, your mindset is what you need to develop first. And ask yourself, what does trading mean to me? What do I want trading to mean to me? And what does trading mean to me today, right now? Hope this helped. If you have any comments or questions, subscribe, leave it below, and I'll be more than happy to try and answer them. Also, go to my Instagram, trader_help101. That's trader_help101. And check out my content. I kind of structured my IG page in 1-minute lessons, which are great because our attention span these days is very low. So hopefully you got through this lesson, this audio lesson, and you were able to get some insight and something that can help you get the correct mindset. That's all the content that I put out, is trying to get you the right mindset so you don't hurt yourself, because the biggest risk in the market is you. So go to my IG page. 1 minute, you got 1 minute to get some great information, to get you the proper mindset and help your trading and make you eliminate and force you to eliminate certain thoughts that is hurting your trading and take you to the next level. And I'll give you one great piece of advice. Trading is about solving internal and mental obstacles. And once you solve one problem, you quickly move forward to solve another until you get it right, until you're conditioned to think the proper way before, during, and after a trade. All right, traders, hope this helped. I'm Alexander. The biggest risk in the market is you. Take care and be safe.